Hey everybody, welcome back here to A Place to Heal. And today I want to talk teeth with you. All right, I've been hearing it everywhere I go. It's my teeth, my teeth, my teeth. And I kind of want to make you aware of some stuff. Please excuse my sniffles. I've got whatever this crud is that was going around. And, you know, it's just the sinus thing. I feel great. It's just maybe a little rundown, but not bad. It's just the sinuses. So I haven't wanted to put on makeup because my eyes have been itching. So just forget all that. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you about teeth because, you know, as I was growing up, I went to the dentist a lot to try to save all my teeth because number one, my grandmother was a huge stickler on teeth, right? I'm going to my grave with all my teeth in my mouth, and that's the way it's going to be. And, you know, dentures are nasty and all this other stuff. It's just, they're horrible. And, you know, so, I mean, that's the mentality that I grew up with. So I always was at the dentist. I cannot begin to tell you how much money I spent on having cavities filled, root canals, caps, you name it, okay? By the time I started having my amalgams taken out, I must have had, I can remember having them in almost every single one of my teeth. It was so bad. So I learned a lot along the way. And now, as some of you know, I've been raising my grandchildren for the last 7 years. So I actually get a do-over with them, right? And I've learned a lot of stuff with them. Okay, and I wanted to pass that on to you because there's a lot of people that have gum disease and receding gums. And let me tell you, and I'm okay with any dentist that wants to come on here and leave, you know, a message down below, because what most dentists, not all, what most dentists are doing to this industry, to the dental industry, is just, oh my God, we're back in the caveman days. I mean, this is just, you know, it is crazy, right? They're just abusing people left and right. So I want to throw a few things at you to try to help you with your teeth that I've learned from my grandchildren, because my grandchildren were doing great for a while, and then all the sudden, of course, you know, in came the you know, the processed foods. You can't keep the children away from the processed foods. I mean, you can try. I sure as hell try. But you can't. You know, a lot of people say, oh, it's the sugar in the fruits and stuff. No, that sugar in the fruit is not going to harm your teeth at all. Because it's wrapped in fiber, right? So that's not going to harm you. What is going to harm you is the processed foods. I've said this in multiple videos of mine. They have done studies where they have gone out to test Aborigine people that live out in the bush who have never brushed their teeth. They've never flossed, you know, none of that. And they have 0 cavities. And then they've actually been nasty enough to come in and introduce them to processed foods. And a year later, they've come back and found out that every single one of them had at least 1 to 2 cavities. So it's this processed foods that is causing, you know, all this bacteria in your mouth and causing problems. Okay, so the first thing that I want to hit is fluoride, okay? Because every time I take my grandkids to the dentist, they're trying to shove that fluoride in their mouth. Let's do fluoride. Let's do fluoride. In case you don't know about fluoride, I mean, you must be living on another planet, but I still see the parents coming in there with their kids and, would you like a fluoride treatment? Yeah. I'm like, hello. You know, fluoride is a horrible, horrible thing. I can't even, I can do 10 videos on fluoride. Okay. But, I'm just going to hit a few key points on fluoride. Fluoride really messes with your third eye. It calcifies your pineal gland. You know, it kind of keeps you asleep at the wheel, so you're not, you know, it keeps your children numbed down, so they're not as intelligent as they could be. From all the research I've done, fluoride was used in the Hitler era, and it was a lot easier to take them to the gas chambers when they were dumbed down with the fluoride. If you get out of the shower and you're like, whoa, you just took a nice hot shower and you're like, whoa, I'm really dizzy. The reason that is because you've been inhaling that fluoride in this closed environment with the heat, which activates it even worse. And, all of a sudden you get this dizziness. Okay. When fluoride was actually introduced into the water in Washington, D.C., all the politicians were offered free bottled water, because if it's not good enough for them, it sure as hell shouldn't be good enough for you. I mean, this is how toxic it is, right? So it rots your teeth, it turns them yellow, it makes them fall out and everything else. So this is not something that you want in any way, shape, or form. In your toothpaste, like for the longest time, I would buy toothpaste and it would be like non-fluorinated. I don't want that fluoride near my children's teeth. I don't want it in their mouth. Right? So that's where you have to start, is with the fluoride. Please educate yourself, look it up, Google dangers of fluoride, and you will see it's just ongoing, right? It's crazy. Okay. So another thing I've noticed is that, I don't know about in your area, but in my area, and I've also been asking a lot of the moms. Now, this may not just be going on with children. It could be going on with adults. These dentists are starting to get a little smart, and they're abusing the system, because I've noticed what they've been doing with my youngest granddaughter. Now, my oldest granddaughter, she's pretty good at, brushing and staying on track of what I give her. But my youngest one, not so much. I try to stay on top of her. But so what happens is, you go in to see your dentist and they say, oh, you've got a cavity in this tooth, right? So they say, we're going to have to fill that for you, right? So now they're really pushing the nitric oxide, because, it's a friendlier way to do fillings, and, it doesn't hurt as bad, or blah, blah. Or they give you this BS about, because it all started with COVID. And, we're really busy right now and we can't get you in. The earliest appointment that we have for you is 30 to 35 days out. Let me tell you, people, let a cavity sit there for 30 or 35 days and you're going to find out what happens. I've been finding out with my granddaughter. I kind of lost it at the dentist office. I'm usually pretty composed, but I kind of lost it because I realized what they were doing. And I was like, I was really nice to them as I expressed what I wanted to say, but it didn't get me anywhere, because even my oldest granddaughter's like, Grandma, they just gaslighted you. They turned everything around. I said, I know. And that is the last time we will see that dentist, because I caught on, right? So they would schedule my granddaughter 40 to 45 days out because we're really busy, or, blah, 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 or we're out of nitrics or nitric oxide or whatever. We don't have the dentist that can do that. Fill in the blank. And then 35 days would go past, and then I would take the child back in and they'd look at her and, oh, well, this cavity has now gone all the way into the, the root, blah, 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 blah. And we are going to have to do a cap or a root canal, or, because it makes them more money, right? So please keep an eye on this, because it is happening. I've talked to a lot of people that this is happening to. If your dentist can't get you in the very next week to get that filling filled, find another dentist, because they're jerking you around. Okay? Because the more you wait, the more that's gonna corrode, the more, there's gonna be. And then here come the caps and here comes the root canals. And let me tell you, I spent so much moolah when I was growing up on veneers, getting to save all my teeth. I wanted them all pretty. I wanted them all white. And now what I'm starting to find out with clients is that a lot of these clients are getting parasites underneath their veneers. So, and the reason I found this out was because we started doing group parasite cleanses, right? And I had a lot of people that sat there and they were sitting there telling me, Marie, I started taking the clove and oh my God, the teeth pain is insane. Like my teeth hurt so bad, right? Because it was killing the parasites in there. And I would sit there and I'm like, do you have any veneers? Yeah, veneers. Yes. Root canals. Yes. Caps. So this is what veneers, root canals, and caps do for you. They invite parasites in and they give them a nice little warm place to live in. So yeah, you're going to save that tooth temporarily, but in time it's going to have to come out anyway. So please keep that in mind when they start offering you veneers and caps and, you know, and all that other good stuff. So here's what I'm doing with my grandchildren, and it's working pretty good. The first thing that I've done is I have bought mineral toothpaste. It's available on Amazon. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's and I can't pronounce it, so I'm just going to say it's hydro. I call it hydro. I've always called it hydro, but when I'll put it right here. Okay. When I told my dentist, he said, "Would you like fluoride for their teeth?" I said, "No, I use hydro." The one assistant, she like whipped her. I thought she was going to break her head. Like, how did you know about that? Because a lot of people don't know about this. Okay. Another thing that dentists do is they'll sit there and say, oh, you know, you have all these cavities. So what we can do to help slow it down is we can give you a prescription for this. But insurance doesn't pay for it. It's about $25. Okay, you can get this on Amazon without prescription. And I think, don't quote me, I think it's about $10 for a tube, 8 or 10. Okay, this one is strawberry. It comes in orange. It comes in all different flavors. What I am going to tell you is try to stay away from the mint. The mint is horrible. So this one is the kids' mineral toothpaste. And my oldest has apple flavor. The youngest one likes the strawberry. So what this does is it has a ton of minerals, and it was approved. It was used in space, and then it was approved, and then they started making it. But a lot of people, of course, they don't want you to know about this because this actually remineralizes your teeth, and your teeth are nothing but minerals, right? So this actually remineralizes your teeth. Has no fluoride. It's cruelty-free. It's deep cleans your teeth, right? But it puts all the minerals back in. So what this does is, as you go using it, it actually fills in those cavities. So my oldest had tiny little cavities between her teeth. So she started using, you know, her apple toothpaste, blah, blah, blah. And then next time we went in, they took the x-rays, and I sat there and I go, so any cavities? And the dentist goes, no, she's doing really good this time. And I just kind of looked at my granddaughter like, hey, we're getting somewhere, because as it remineralizes, it fills in those cavities. So I'm going to go ahead and put a link to the Amazon to where I get mine down below, and you can actually get the hydro toothpaste, the mineralizing toothpaste, for it. All right. So next up is the last time that I went to the dentist, I actually was very lucky to have a very, very old school dentist. And my youngest, as I said, excuse me, my youngest, as I said, I'm so ready to get rid of this. My youngest has, she had like plaque build up. Even though they did the cleaning and everything, she had a little bit of plaque, and I'm like, what is going on here? You know, I mean, I brush her teeth, I floss her teeth, you know, every 6 months, like clockwork, we're cleaning them. What is going on here? Something needs to give. So he sat there and he said, I'm going to tell you what to do. He goes, get yourself a 16-ounce bottle of water, whatever. Could be regular, anything but regular water. Don't use tap water because it's got all that junk in it. You want to get some sort of water, some clean water, reverse osmosis, spring, whatever. And you want to go down to your local health food store or online. I will put another link below for xylitol sweetener. Yes, sweetener. You heard me. So what you're going to do is this stuff looks like sugar, tastes like sugar, acts like sugar. I mean, it looks just like sugar. You know, you can put it in your coffee, whatever. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your 16 ounces of water. You're going to take 2 teaspoons, small teaspoons, not heaping, and you're going to add it to your water, and you're just going to go ahead and shake it up. I already have some in there. Okay. And you're going to brush your teeth with the mineralized toothpaste, and once you're done with that, you're going to rinse with this. I know it sounds crazy. You're going to put sweetener on your teeth. But let me tell you what xylitol does is xylitol actually kills any bacteria that you actually might have on your teeth. I don't know if it says it on here, but it's made from renewable plant sources. Does not promote tooth decay, does not affect blood glucose levels. It's great tasting because it's sugar, right? So it's a form of sugar. So I have them rinse it. You don't want to swallow it because I get a lot of people that like, after I swish with it, can I swallow it? No, because you just grabbed all that bacteria. You don't want to swallow that. Okay, so you're going to swish it, and once you're done, you know, swishing it through your entire mouth, just spit it out. Do not rinse afterwards. Let it sit on your teeth and let it start eating at the bacteria in your teeth. This also helps with the parasitic stuff that I was telling you about. So this is what you want to do. You want to remineralize your teeth every time. Of course, you know, don't contact me in a month and go, Marie, I didn't get to, you know, I'm not seeing the results I want to see. It's going to take about 3 to 4 months, 6 months, but I guarantee you, you will see the results. I'm seeing the results right now. You know, so if you start remineralizing your teeth and filling in all those cavities and everything else, and then you're swishing with this, and the best thing is it's perfectly clear. Once it dissolves in water, nobody even knows. I mean, you could carry a smaller bottle in your purse, and you can swish with it if you brush at work or whatever. So it's not that big of a deal, right? So, and nobody's going to go, oh, I'll just bring my own water. Nobody's going to ask, oh, what's that green stuff in your water? What's that blue stuff in your water? Because it's clear. So that is what I want to spread to you guys right now. You know, the eye-opening experiences that I've been having at the dentist with, you know, especially another thing that I've been experiencing is x-rays, right? They love sitting there going, well, x-rays are not okay. I only allow the grandkids to get x-rays once a year. That is it. No more than that, because I need that year to get all that radiation out of their body, right? And one of the best ways to get radiation or, you know, any kind of metal toxicity out of a child's body is with a little bit of baking soda, right? In the water, right? Sometimes they don't even taste it. So, or, you know, you can have them brush with baking soda or whatever, and they can swallow a little, whatever. But baking soda it does take out metal toxicity when some has gone in. Another thing is spirulina. So if the child likes spirulina in smoothies, you can add that. So I need a year to take out the junk that you just put in, right? So next year, because dentists are really adamant about Every time you go in there, let's do some x-rays. Let's do some x-rays. If I were to allow it, they would get at least 4 to 5 x-rays a year. That's a lot of radiation. Especially, and you can actually look this up, I thought it was nuts, in New Mexico or Colorado, because of the sea level. We actually have more radiation. It gets into us a lot deeper. So it's very important if you live in Colorado or New Mexico to constantly be trying to take that radiation out. So I don't need extra put in there. I live in New Mexico. I don't need that. So that is my gift to you this holiday. Get on mineralizing toothpaste, link down below. Get on some xylitol, mix it in your water, rinse, don't swallow, link down below. Or you can, I don't know about the toothpaste. Oh, you know what? Yes. If you want it right away, you can actually go to Target. Target does sell hydro toothpaste. They're the only store I found that does sell it. And these you can actually pick up at, sometimes you might even be able to pick it up at Walmart. But xylitol, you could definitely pick up at Sprouts or something like that if you want to get on this protocol right away and you don't want to wait for Amazon. All right, there you go. Thank you once again for watching. Please stay happy. I'm going to try to keep you healthy, and we will see you next time around. Thank you for watching. Love you guys. Have a great Christmas. Bye-bye.